Mm.
A lot of people tell me I want a guard dog. I'll tell you, 99% of the people do not really want a real guard dog. A real guard dog is very hard. You have to be on him all the time. It could be a liability.
Mhm.
A lot of people want a dog that does protection, and naturally they're gonna be protective and territorial at home. That's all they really want. But most of them, they want basically like a sports dog that they can have, they can compete, they can take them out as social, you know. But some of the real protection guard dog breeds, they're a little bit by nature antisocial,
Mhm.
and they're edgy, you know,
Mhm.
makes them that breed. That's what they were developed to for, and not everybody can have that. Like I said, 9 out of 10 think they want that, and then when they have it, oh, it becomes too much.
Right.
First of all, you got to look at what environment they're going to live. The person that lives in 20 acres by himself doesn't need the same dog that the person that lives in a suburb, in a subdivision, um, uh, with 4 kids. It's a different type of dog, So you work them accordingly to their needs.
Mhm.
You always try to keep that balance. Um, the dog that is in a shop, for instance, that somebody owns them and they take care of them, but they want them to guard their garage shop, for
Mhm.
example. They need a different dog than the person that wants to take the dog out for a walk and take him to the park and all that. It needs a different temperament dog.
Mhm.
Not every it for that, and you see that all the time, over and over again, with people in dog parks, so called. You have a pit bull. Chances are you're gonna end up in a scuffle somewhere. I mean, let's just let you know, because it doesn't matter. And now you see all these people with the so-called American bullies and all that. You cannot change 2,000 years of primal instinct in a couple of generations. Yeah, and you're gonna have dogs, obviously, like I said before, that don't fit the rule. They're gonna be very outgoing or whatever. But most of the time, even if they behave, even they're, under control, all they need is an opportunity. Another dog jumps at them, and they don't have to start it, but he triggers it. And now they'll escalate a little bit further than a typical shepherd, just being bossy, or Labrador or Poodle, just being bossy with other dogs, just trying to create a pecking order in that environment of the park. I'll play with this toy. You leave my toy alone. No, the pit bull, even though never been involved, or American bulldogs or Neos, any of the breeds, even though they never had an altercation before, all it takes is that little incident to trigger it, and then they go back to what's been bred to them, what they were bred for.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's uh that's one of the biggest problems that you're gonna have. You got to look at the surrounding, what their lifestyle is, and then you try to train them accordingly and balance that work.
Mhm. What are some of the good family protection breeds out there that you've worked with?
There's plenty of them, um, like the typical shepherds, Malinois Dutch shepherds, American bulldog, Neo, English Mastiff, Bull Mastiff. All the breeds are working breeds.
Mhm.
Housers, Bouviers, very good dogs. Uh,
Mhm.
Um, it has the breeding itself. Like I said, it all depends on your lifestyle. If you live in condominium with a very small, what we call zero lot line, very small area, a Great Dane is going to be uncomfortable there unless you can provide them with adequate walks and all that. But still,
Mm-hmm.
a Great Dane will be knocking things over, you know,
Mm-hmm.
have a patio furniture and stuff like that. Okay, but other than that, any of the working breeds are good with family. That was they were made for. Now the biggest challenge is finding a breeder that breeds true to what the
Right.
breed, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's I think that's more of a challenge than anything else. You know, a lot of people breed that they shouldn't be breeding dogs to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of breeds have gone in the way of how they look, and
Mm-hmm.
people are attracted to them because of a certain look that
Mm-hmm.
should never had those breeds to begin with.
All right.
And I think that's a bigger issue than just, like I said, you can have um a bull mastiff. As long as you get a good bred bull mastiff, they're gonna protect you. Uh, the the only difference is compared to, let's say, a German Shepherd. Now, do you like long hair? Do you like short hair?
Mm-hmm.
Can you keep up with a slobber from a bull mastiff? All that comes into issue. You ever remember the movie? Have you ever seen in the Turner and Hooch?
Yeah.
Even though a lot of the stuff was even exaggerated more for the movie, they do slobber when they
Mm-hmm.
eat and they drink water. They slobber. When
Mm-hmm.
they their heads, it gets all over the place. Yes, that happens. You're gonna have a giant schnauzer is cleaner because of the way it's built. So, but then they have more hair.
Mm-hmm.
What are you willing to deal with on a regular basis as a lifestyle is basically what determines what breed you will like. But all those breeds, and I'm just mentioning the more popular ones.
Right. Right.
Ain't they're more or any less than other breeds. I had my Argentine Dogos; they were very good. Um, it just it depends. It depends on, like I said, your lifestyle. But they're all good as long as you get it from a reputable breeder that is
Mm-hmm.
working, that you can see uh what they produce and what they're working with, and go from there.
Right. Definitely. Um, what breeds do you currently own now? You own a Malinois. Anything else?
I have a Malinois. I just got as a personal protection dog, and here we go again to the same thing that we're talking about. What requires a Malinois is an excellent, excellent dog, but with too much drive for inside home. Now, I have seen people that get along real good with Malinois, and those are individuals, but as a breed itself, they're just full of energy. So to me, it doesn't make it ideal to be an inside dog for me.
Mm-hmm.
So now I just picked up, like I said, I still like bulldogs. They can have the drive, but they can
Mm-hmm.
mellow out too. They have that off switch,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I prefer for my family. Dog that has short hair, that can chill with them when they want to. That if I take them to work, they work. They're naturally the breed that I picked. I had my American Bulldog 20 something years. I picked the creation of it, but I prefer something medium.
Yeah.
You know, that still have the size and the power to if they work. Uh, but I like something like that. They can chill when they have to. They can